We live in a beautiful illusion, a calm little planet orbiting a warm sun, tucked safely inside the Milky Way. But that sense of safety, it's an illusion. The universe doesn't care about our comfort, and the threats we face aren't just science fiction. They're real, they're terrifying, and some of them could end all life on Earth without a single warning. So today, I'm going to show you 3 of the most terrifying ways Earth could be destroyed tomorrow. And trust me, the last one might be happening already. 1. The gamma ray burst, a silent killer. Imagine this. Somewhere in a distant galaxy, a massive star explodes. But it doesn't just explode, it collapses in on itself and fires out a beam of pure radiation, traveling at the speed of light. This is called a gamma ray burst, and if one ever pointed directly at Earth, we'd never see it coming. In less than a second, it could strip away our atmosphere, wipe out our ozone layer, and bathe the surface of the Earth in lethal radiation. Crops would fail, ecosystems would collapse, and the planet would begin to die. There's no defense, no warning, just sudden extinction. The worst part? We know they've happened before. Scientists believe a gamma ray burst may have triggered a mass extinction here on Earth 450 million years ago. 2. The vacuum decay. Reality melts away. This next one is truly mind-bending. What if everything, from you to the stars to space itself, was built on a false foundation? Some physicists believe we live in a metastable vacuum, which means our universe is balanced in a fragile state. And if that balance were to shift, it would cause something called vacuum decay, where the very laws of physics as we know them would break. A bubble of true vacuum would spread at the speed of light, rewriting reality as it goes. Atoms, gone. Did you know that the greatest threat to our modern civilization might not come from deep space, or from a giant asteroid, or even artificial intelligence? It could come from our very own star, the sun. The sun gives us life, but in a single moment, it could take it all away. Every second, the sun sends out a stream of charged particles known as the solar wind. Normally, Earth's magnetic field protects us from this. But sometimes the sun erupts in massive explosions called solar flares or coronal mass ejections, and these are far more dangerous. These solar explosions launch billions of tons of particles into space, traveling at speeds up to 9 million kilometers per hour. And if one of these storms happens to be pointed directly at Earth, the results could be catastrophic. In 1859, the strongest solar storm in recorded history hit our planet. It was witnessed by astronomer Richard Carrington, who saw a blinding flash of white light on the sun that lasted just 5 minutes. 18 hours later, the Earth lit up. Auroras were seen all over the world, even in places where they'd never appeared before. Miners were woken in the middle of the night, thinking it was already morning from how bright the sky was. But the strangest part? Telegraph systems caught fire, even though they were completely disconnected from power. If the same thing happened today, it could knock out power for billions of people. Power grids would collapse, satellites would fail, and global communications would vanish. This isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. In our hyper-connected world, that means no electricity, no clean water, no food refrigeration, no communication, no internet. Entire cities could freeze in winter or overheat in summer. Hospitals would shut down, air travel would stop, and the damage might take years to repair, not days. Some scientists believe we're already behind in our preparations. The sun is now entering a period known as solar maximum, a phase that happens every 11 years when solar activity dramatically increases. And we are right at the start. The real question isn't if a major solar storm will hit Earth again, it's when. We live in a fragile age. Our incredible civilization could collapse in an instant, because of a star 150 million kilometers away. And the only thing we can really do now is be ready. We live on a small planet in a remote corner of the universe. But in this vast cosmos, there are things that could end everything in an instant. One of the most dangerous of these phenomena is known as a gamma-ray burst, or GRB. Just one of these explosions releases more energy than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime. Even when they occur billions of light years away, they are powerful enough to disrupt radio signals here on Earth. But what if one happened just 200 light years away and hit Earth directly? In that case, our entire planet could be vaporized. The atmosphere would be stripped away and deadly radiation would rain down. It would be a slow and painful death for nearly all life. And this isn't just science fiction. About 440 million years ago, 85% of all species on Earth went extinct in one of the greatest mass extinctions in history. Some scientists believe it was caused by a massive GRB from a distant star. These events are rare, yes, but they're not impossible. And the scariest part? There's nothing we could do to stop it. But there's a scenario that's even more terrifying. One that wouldn't just destroy Earth. It would destroy the entire universe in an instant. It's called false vacuum decay. Sounds complicated, but here's the idea. In physics, everything tries to reach its lowest energy state, a kind of universal resting point. But scientists think that one of the universe's most important fields, the Higgs field, may not be fully stable yet. Imagine a ball sitting in a shallow valley, but there's a deeper valley nearby. If the ball tunnels into that deeper valley, a chain reaction begins. A bubble of true vacuum forms and starts expanding at the speed of light. Everything it touches, atoms, laws of physics, planets, galaxies, is erased from existence. No warning, no noise, no time to react, just gone. The good news, if this ever did happen, we wouldn't even know it. Earth would end in a fraction of a second. So, should we worry? Maybe not. But remember, in this universe, not every ending makes a sound.